Welcome, welcome, welcome. What should we do? Black brows or red brows? What should we do? Red like the highlighted in the brows, or should we do brown brows? Tapping on that screen for me, you guys. Grabbing my number 1 and my number 2 up there, tapping on that screen. If it's your first time here, let me know what city and state you guys are from. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. I'm not going anywhere. What about you guys? I'm just gonna get beautified for you guys. I didn't get live yesterday. Literally, I came home and I fell asleep, like literally. I went to sleep at like probably like 4 o'clock, and then I woke up at like midnight, and then I couldn't go to sleep till like 3 in the morning. So that was like horrible. So I didn't want to do that today. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get up and let me go and do my makeup with you guys, because if no, I'm not gonna come live today. All right, we're gonna moisturize. Remember, always te tienen que maquillar. Recuerden, siempre se tienen que maquillar para que este maquillaje se le vea precioso y espectacular. Tienen que humectarse la cara, y yo la tengo re seca. Vamos a humectar esta carita. Humectar esta carita. Estamos humectando la cara con el primero. Después ponemos el cucumber. No me puedo parar. Tengo los pies en agua. I have my feet in water and I can't stand up. So I'm going to use the collagen cream. And we're going to go into our crow's feet, our 11 lines, and we're going to moisturize. Most important thing is to hydrate and moisturize this face. Do you guys want me to do a dewy look or a mattified look? ¿Qué quieren que haga? ¿Un look matificado o un look humectado? Pero te viste a mí. And then our sunblock, protector solar. I'm going to use a little bit porque ya es tarde y no vamos a salir a ninguna parte, pero tenemos que ponernos suficiente. You got to put enough sunblock that it's hydrating. And this one does not cause a white cast. No se queda blanco. Yo sé que algunos de ustedes me dicen, ay, la cara se te ve grasosa. Se tiene que ver humectada, especialmente yo que tengo la piel extremadamente seca. Lo tenemos que humectar para que esta cara esté radiante y el maquillaje se vea natural y bello. ¿De dónde son? ¿De dónde son? Let me know in the comment section where you guys are watching me from. Where you guys at? What should we do? No me dijeron. Should we do red brows or brown brows? Let's do it with powder. Vamos a hacerlo con polvo y vamos a hacerlo marroncito. Let's do it brown, but let's do it with powder. Let's do it like a light powder. Unas cejitas naturales. We're going to do a natural brow today. We're going to grab our little brush, nuestra brochita, angular. Pati, pati, pa' mí. Ya yo fui. Si es la primera vez acá, díganme de dónde son. If it's your first time here, let me know from where you guys are from. Hello, my love. Tapping on that screen for me. So I'm going to grab the little viral brush. This brush is available on our website, on lazycosmeticsfb.com. Esta brochita está en la página web de nosotros. Vamos a usar el polvito. And I'm using just a brown powder, so it's soft. And I'm just feathering up on the brows. It's going to get a little ugly before it gets cute. Se va a poner un poquito feo antes que se ponga bonito. Confíen en mí. Todos en mí. And remember, everything that I'm saying in Spanish, I'm saying in English. So don't worry about it. Don't matter if you're going a little ugly first, a little messy. Confíen en mí. Confíen en mí. ¿Está fea? ¿Está fea? It's ugly. Todos en mí. So we're going with the brush, and then we're giving it strokes. Feather-like strokes. You could be softer-handed or heavier-handed. Pueden ser un poquito más pesado, un poquito más suave. No importa, porque después lo vamos a limpiar y se lo voy a enseñar. Yo ahora mismo solo estoy tratando de coger el shape y rellenar las cejas. Solo estoy tratando de mordear las cejas y coger el molde. Just molding it and just making sure it's all got the pattern that I want, okay? So if you're a beginner and you don't really know how to shape your brows, this might not be the best way to do it your first time. But if you have more practice and you're good at shaping it, this is great to do. So I grabbed this. You don't know how to do makeup? Girl, trust the process. Trust in me, okay? Trust. All right, we're gonna grab our spoolie and we're gonna brush up on our spoolie. All right, you believing in me? Just so it to continues to look like hair, keeping it laminated. Para que se vea laminada y se continúe como que se vean como pelitos, estoy usando la brochita para que se mantenga laminado y ahí en las cejas. ¿Están confiando en mí? Díganme en los comentarios. La gente no cree en mí. A mí me encanta cuando no creen en mí. I love when people don't believe in me. Nice eyes. Thank you, my love. So we're going to grab my Q-tip. My Q-tip is your best friend, okay? Ahora I'm going to go the closest I can to the bottom of the brow. Voy a ir lo más cerca posible a la parte de abajo de las cejas. Limpiando. ¿Ya están viendo un cambio? ¿Sí? A change? Vamos a agarrar Q-tip, lo vamos a voltear y vamos a ir en la parte de arriba. We're going to go in the top part of the brow and flip it over in the clean side. And we're cleaning. Is it giving you guys a shape? Is it giving you guys a shape? But your eye colors are so beautiful. Thank you, my love. But they're not mine. They're contacts and they are available on lazycosmeticsfb.com. The link is in the bio, baby girl. And our contacts are only $16. En el punto G, we're going to grab the spoolie. I don't like it softer in the front of the brow, but if you like it softer in the front of the brow, you can soften this as much as you want. I like it boxy and I like it square. So we're just going to soften it just a little tad bit because I do like it just like a half a shade lighter. OMG, your eyebrows. Sorry, you're great. See, you have to trust in me, girl. I've been doing this 16 years, girl. Gotta believe in me. I'm showing you different hacks. Trust me, I'm not coming here to be basic like everybody else. I'm showing you guys different things. Si le enseño lo mismo, vas aburrido todos los días, no van a aprender nada nuevo. El punto es aprender cosas nuevas. It's to open your mind and to learn different things. Like, trust me. And still some people are not gonna like this, but it's okay. It's always a different thing. It's a different way to do it with pencil, to do it with powder, to do it with brow, with gel. It's so many different ways to do your eyebrows to just change the game and to change the look that there is out there. There's always good to try different things and see what works for you and what makes it easier. And there's no right or wrong way. You have to take that out of your mind. There's no right or wrong way. Tienen que aprender que no hay una manera correcta para de verdad hacer un maquillaje. Hay una manera que a ti te va a gustar más que otro, que lo vas a hallar más fácil que otros, pero no significa que hay una manera técnicamente 100% correcta. Y siempre le voy a enseñar cosas diferentes, cómo hacérselo con lápiz, cómo hacérselo con gel, con lápiz, con polvo. Siempre es bueno aprender diferentes maneras. And there's no bad to go back and to redo it and to add more, to add less. There's not one try and make it all. I know TikTok makes it look like, oh, there's no editing. There's editing when people are just putting up a video. It's different than doing it live. Es diferente cuando una persona pone un video y te lo hace de una. No, pues tienen que poder ir para atrás, ponerle más, ponerle menos, porque en un video ellos lo están editando cualquier error que ellos hacen. You have the chance to edit it a million different times. And on live, it's live, you know what I'm saying? You really see the difference. And there's no problem with going back, adding less, more, etc., 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 to get it exactly how you guys want it. For me, the thing that takes the longest thing is brows, you guys. Literally, I've been doing my brows forever, for over 15 years. And always, some days I get it better than others. Some days they're twins, some days they're sisters, some days one's thicker, one's higher. It is what it is. You just gotta try to get them as close as possible. Algún día ellas son hermanas, algunos días son primas, algunos días son vecinas, pero el punto es ponerlo lo más cerca a una de la otra posible. Alright, a mí me gusta siempre to go in there and clean it with concealer. You don't have to do this technique. You also do foundation, or you can leave it just like that. If you like a more boy brow style or more hairy kind of style, I like it to look clean and polished, because to me, the cleaner the lines are, the cleaner that the brows look. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up for me, you guys. Please subscribe to the channel as well, you guys. Please, we're trying to make it to 2,000 subscribers. Please, please, please. hermosa en español. Mi amor, lo mismo que estoy diciendo en español lo estoy diciendo exactamente en inglés. Solo estoy yo gastando saliva. Te lo juro que mis mismos chistes que estoy diciendo en inglés los estoy diciendo en español para que todo el mundo esté aquí conmigo. So, no te estás perdiendo de nada cuando yo digo algo en español o en inglés. Si me paso alguno, coméntame y dime en español para que yo me recuerde. Pero trato de decir exactamente lo mismo que digo en inglés, lo digo en español. Can you teach me under eyes dark circles? I'm so messy and I cannot. All right, I'm going to show you the best trick that I have. To be honest, for me, I don't know if you live in the United States, but to me, this is the foundation that I cannot live without. Doesn't matter what I use, it will cover all of my dark circles. It is my magic eraser. But if you don't have this foundation in particular, I'm going to show you a little bit of tricks on how to change it. This foundation is $28. It is on our website. I'm using the color Desert Sand. It is 2 shades lighter than my actual skin tone. My actual skin tone would have been Pecan. But this is 100% full coverage. It's not sticky, but it is a creamy, dewy foundation. It depends on what you like, but it is a full coverage foundation. Another foundation that I really like, or another concealer that I do feel that covers a lot, it is the Too Faced one. It does give you one of the best coverage out there as a liquid foundation, but I kind of like creams better. And you know who else has one that's kind of similar to this? Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't know if it's discontinued, but I know they had like a pod that was like this, and Bobbi Brown did too. I think cream bases are a little bit better for us to have like dark circles, just because it's not going to fill into our crease. Si tú eres alguien con muchas ojeras, ella me estaba preguntando cómo cubre las ojeras, yo se lo voy a enseñar. De verdad, esta es mi base de mi marca, vale $28, está en la página web y a mí me cubre absolutamente todos mis círculos oscuros porque es 100% cobertura full. Pero si no tienen esta base o no viven en los Estados Unidos para comprar mi base, pueden comprar la de Too Faced. Me gusta, que es como que un tube que tiene mucha cobertura. También Anastasia Beverly Hills también vende una similar a esta, y Bobbi Brown, que es como una crema. Para mí, las cremas funcionan un poquito más cuando eres muy ojerosa, lo tienes muy oscuro, muy manchado, para que no se marque las líneas de expresiones. Conmigo, algo. All right, I'm going to do my eyebrows first. Trust the process. Háblame en español. Ya te tengo, mi amor. Pero lo estaba explicando bien porque ellos me habían escrito para preguntarme cómo cubrir ojeras. Por eso me pasé un poquito más hablando en inglés. Pero ahí sea ella. Todo lo que nunca tuvo ella. All right, so that's my photo finish foundation. I'm gonna feel in my brows. I know they're this one's a little bit higher than that one, but it's okay. Trust the process. By the end, they'll be more the same, but I'm not gonna keep messing with it because I'm not gonna be here all day. Yo sé que esta está un poquito más gruesa que esto, pero no vamos a estar aquí todo el día. Después para el final ya lo arreglo completamente, pero vamos a dejarlo así porque si no, vamos a estar aquí todo el día. Y no tenemos todo el día. All right, what should I do to my eyebrows? I think I'm gonna do like a smoky gold. Una sombra dorada voy a hacer. Or should I do red? Because Valentine's Day is coming. Do you guys want me to do gold, red, or pink? Díganme en los comentarios qué hago. Una sombra rosada, roja, porque vienen los días del enamorado, o hago amarillo. Tell me in the comments. Come on, before I finish. So I'm putting the photo finish foundation. You see how immediately me cubre todas mis ojeras. That's my photo finish foundation. It is my magic eraser. Literally, it's one little tap and it covers all of the dark circles. Me va a cubrir todas las ojeras. Literally, I put powder on this and it's set. It's waterproof. It doesn't move. I don't have to use a color corrector. I don't have to do anything to it. It is there, sealed, and that dark circle is not coming back. But I'll show you guys for sure when I'm doing the under eyes, okay? Visa return. I'm going to use another concealer. This e.l.f. concealer, I really like it, especially for under my eyes porque no es muy pesado. El concealer me encanta en un color bien clarito porque como vamos a usar sombras para que se sobresalgan las sombras, para que se vea bien clarito. I like to use a very light concealer on top of it just for it to really pop the eyeshadows and you have to do less work. Tapping on that screen for me, you guys. Grabbing my number 1 and my number 2 up there. Share me out, you guys. Share me out. Tenemos un giveaway aquí en YouTube. tienen que ir a mi video, a mis shorts compartidos y van al el video que dice giveaway. Tienen que comentar, darle me gusta en ese video y suscribirse al canal. Y estoy regalando, si no viven en los Estados Unidos, $25. Y si viven en los Estados Unidos, más de $100 en productos de mi marca Lazy Cosmetics y BoxyCharm. Gold. So me están diciendo oro. Botaron oro. Las sombras en oro. Hey my love, hi my love. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo están mis vidas? Bienvenidas, bienvenidas. Hi Dazzy, hi Jazzy. How are you guys? Hi my Facebook fam as well. All right, we're going to go into our contour palette. And we're going to go into the white translucent powder. El polvo blanco translúcido. Y vamos a sellar. Con una brocha fluffy. Y vamos a solo sellar esto para que las sombras no se quebranten y todo agarre mate. You guys don't want to go on top of your concealer while it's wet because that's what makes the eyeshadow sometimes look patchy. Porque a veces cuando las sombras se ponen como que mapocha o se ven como que marcados o no bien difuminadas es porque el corrector abajo está mojado. Alright, you guys said gold, so vamos a hacer oro. Vamos a hacer como un rosado abajo. We're going to do like a pinky on the bottom as a background to keep the Valentine's Day theme. Para que se mantenga como que el movimiento del Día de los Enamorados. Vamos a ir con un rosadito clarito en la parte de atrás del ojo. En trust en mí, confíen en el proceso. Yo sé que se va a parecer como muchas sombras, pero a mí me gusta cuando yo me voy a poner sombras, que me ponga sombras para que se vean. Porque para eso pago mi platica. For that I pay my money. So we want these eyeshadows to show. If you want a more natural eyeshadow, está bien, no se hagan sombras o se las hacen más natural. Pero si yo voy a pagar mi money y me voy a poner sombras, para que se me vean. So I'm just grabbing it como una L from back to front, front to back, and circular motions. Y la brocha desde acá atrás para que sea suavecita. Y yo sé que tengo el párpado grande, so vamos a usar mucho color en la parte de atrás del ojo para que se vea grande y relucido. I know I have big, old, humongous ass eyes, and we're going to use all of it. If you have smaller eyes, then you have to work with the eyelids that you have. But I do have a hooded lid because my lid goes over my eyelid. I know you guys don't think so, but I do. So we're going to create that look and that hood, okay? I'm not going to do a cut crease because we are still going to keep it more simple, more natural, more 2026 makeup and not 2016. Hi from Russia. How are you, my love? Vamos a todavía mantener el maquillaje un poquito más, más moderno y no hacer un cut crease, que es más la trend de antes. Vamos a usar un poquito de marrón en la parte de afuera del ojo. We're going to go in with brown in a smaller tapered brush. Una brocha más pequeña, más pequeña, acá como una L, y vamos a difuminar. Si lo quieren más de día, pueden skip esta parte. Si lo quieren más for work, something more softer, you guys can skip this part, but I want to still have that intensity in the outer corner of the eye. Todavía quiero esa intensidad en la parte de atrás del ojo, porque this is more of a night look. We're going out to dinner on Valentine's Day, okay? We're going to a club. So we're smoking this out in the outer corner, like an L, como una L, y lo estamos difuminando suavecito, topecitos, con una brochita más suavecita y después suavecito para adentro. Suavecito para adentro, softly into the eye, not adding any more eyeshadow. Para que no se oscurezca, no le vamos a poner más sombra. Con la misma sombra que tenemos en la brocha, lo vamos a difuminar para adentro para que no sea muy fuerte. And then we're going to get the gold eyeshadow. Gold eyeshadow. Eyeshadow gold. Gold eyeshadow and a flat application brush, una brocha de lengua planita, a flat tongue brush. I have a big hood eyelid. So if you have a hooded eye, you gotta go over that hood. I have a hood because this goes over this, okay? So we're gonna go over that to create the look, but we're not gonna do a cut crease or nothing like that. Ella dice que también tiene el ojo, que el párpado se le cae arriba. So vamos a crearlo, pero no lo vamos a limpiar. Vamos a crear el look. See, we're going to go over the hood with the brush. You're going to kind of have your eyes open. You're going to go over the hood, right? And then you're going to softly brush it in. That's how you know where the crease, where you're going to create that crease. Ya. Estamos creando ese crease with your eyes open, and you're creating that crease. but we're not cleaning it with makeup remover, Q-tip, nothing like that. We're keeping it kind of like dirty because obviously we want it to look more natural, like we didn't try. No lo vamos a hacer como que si tratamos, vamos a hacer el look más suave, que es el look más moderno. That is the look for 2026. It's more softer. That's not so hard cut crease, like it's so professional. It's meant to look more effortless. But we still want the colors to be there. We just don't want it to look like we tried to make it look super perfect. So we're gonna go back with the same dirty little brown brush and then we're gonna smoke this back out so everything looks blended. Vamos a ir con la misma brochita marrón sucia y vamos a difuminar todo para que todo se vea como si no tratamos, cohesive. Voy a limpiar la misma brochita del oro, the same little gold brush, y voy a usar una sombra blanca en la parte de abajo de las cejas, right under the brow bone. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in, everything I'm saying in Spanish, I'm literally saying in English, so you're not missing absolutely nothing. So I'm grabbing the brush and I'm blending it. The first brush, just to make sure everything looks cohesive. Lo mismo que estoy diciendo en español, lo estoy diciendo en inglés, so no se están perdiendo de nada. I'm grabbing a clean piece of paper and we're adding makeup remover to it. Removedor de maquillaje y vamos a limpiar. Beautiful your eyes and lips, but all the fake stuff. Beautiful eyes and lips, but all the fake stuff. What is the fake stuff? Because this is my hair. It has some extensions, yes, okay, some extra. My eyes are fakes, if that's what you love, so imagínate. And then this face, the skin is mine, so I don't know what other fake stuff. Makeup is fake, bueno, then you're not gonna love me because I love putting on my fake face. But this is a judgment-free spot. If you want to be here with me, then you can. And if you don't want me to be here with my makeup, then it's okay too. I'll miss you on the next one. All right, we're always gonna clean out any fallout. That's why I like to do my eyes first, because I am a mess with eyeshadow, with mascara. So we're gonna clean it off with a paper towel. We're gonna add mascara now, porque soy un reguero con máscara. Vamos a poner la máscara ahora. Limpiamos abajo los ojos. Por eso siempre me gusta hacerme los ojos primero, porque soy un reguero con mis ojos y siempre queremos que abajo los ojos se vean limpio. Limpio, limpio, limpio is the most important thing to make sure that your eye looks amazing and looks flawless, is to have clean under your eyes. I'm often afraid of using eyeshadow because of my hooded eyes. Don't be afraid, baby, but what I can always recommend you is the day that you're not going to go anywhere, sit down in front of your makeup and do different tricks, wear it for like an hour or two and see how you feel if you go up or down, and do it on a day that you're not going to go anywhere. Don't do it the day you have a party, you know, and then you're going to feel like you hate it. Sit down and literally practice. Take your time and see what you like, you know, and go look at different videos of different people with hooded eyes and see different techniques. Remember, what can work for one may not work for another, or you can find your own little unique way, merging people's styles. Remember, everybody is different and there's not one way fix it all. Ella me dice que ella tiene el ojo muy caído, el párpado muy caído, eso le da miedo ponerse sombras, y le digo a ella que no debe tener miedo, que tiene que practicar en el día que ella no estás haciendo nada, no el día que tú vas a salir a una fiesta, el día que no estés ahí en tu casa haciendo absolutamente nada. Prende la cámara o te maquillas y comienzas a hacer diferentes técnicas al ojo a ver lo que te gusta. Recuerda, porque a mí yo puedo sentir que a mí me queda bien y tú sientes que a ti no te queda bien. So, todo es para lo que te hace sentir a ti bien. I don't like waterproof mascara. Very hard to take off. It is very hard to take off. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And today we're not gonna put on lashes because we're not gonna do so much. So we're gonna do some mascara. You're so sweet and beautiful. Thank you, my love. I don't know how sweet I am, but beautiful, most likely. If it's your first time here, please let me know what city and state you guys are from so I can give you guys a quick little shout out. If it's your first time here, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We are trying to make it to 2,000 subscribers, you guys. Please, please, please help me. I am doing a giveaway on our page. I was gonna try to do the giveaway today, but I haven't literally even checked how many comments it is, but I'm gonna pick somebody from the comment section. And if we made it to 500 comments, then I will pick 2 winners. If you live in the US, then you get either $100 worth of BoxyCharm and Lazy Cosmetics products. If you live outside of the US, it's $25 gift card. OMG, I love your eyes. Thank you. Their contacts, they're available on my website, baby girl, on lazycosmeticsfb.com, and our contacts are only $16, but they are only for cosmetic use only, you guys. All right, so we're gonna go in with the Lazy Cosmetics Aloe Vera Primer. Remember, if you guys want to order any of Lazy Cosmetics products, you guys will get a free veneer puff and a free pair of lashes if you guys order while we're on the live, because I freaking love you. Si ustedes viven en los Estados Unidos y quieren pedir algo de mis productos, en la página web es Lazy Cosmetics, igual que es mi nombre, fb.com. Link is also in the bio. Les voy a mandar una par de lashes y un veneer puff absolutamente gratis por creer en mí, creer en mi marca. Gracias. All right, so aloe vera primer, 1 little dot. This is gonna hydrate your face and moisturize. Este le va a dejar la piel como una seda. I do use 2 different primers. Look, I burned my forehead with my wig. I had no patience to take it off, and I just ripped it off my face and it burned my face. So I'm letting this dry by next week, because you know we have to be slayed with our wig. Yeah, by the weekend, I mean, already I wanted to take off my hair, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait till the weekend, if anything, or Monday. I want to wait till Monday or Tuesday to be like slayed by the time I go to Michael's concert. It's my first time here. Hello, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Little Lazy family. I'm from Pakistan. Hello, my love. Welcome, 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 welcome in. All right, I'm going to be using the Lazy Cosmetics Aloe Vera Primer. If you guys have mixed skin and or not too dry, not too oily, but you guys have big pores and you want to hide it, or hyperpigmentation, I do recommend a pore filling primer. And this one in particular has a color correct built-in. So si ustedes tienen los poros muy grandes, sí recomiendo este primer, que es un rellenador de poros. También tiene un correctador de color a la misma vez. Esto te va a rellenar cualquier línea de expresión, no te va a resecar la piel. So, si tienes la piel mixta, grasosa o seca, este primer es espectacular para los dos. Si tienes la piel muy seca, entonces yo recomiendo más el Aloe Vera Primer, el de aloe vera, porque es más humectante que solo este. Este humecta, pero no humecta ni no te reseca. Pero sí, los dos te dejan la piel como una sedita, pero esto es rellena. Okay? We're understanding? All right, so I'm gonna do... ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Let's do contouring first. Vamos a hacer como un contorno primero para como que estemos bronceados, ¿ok? Because we're in winter, estamos en invierno y estamos seguramente sin color. So vamos a ponernos color. We're probably in winter and we have no color, so we're going to go in with the contour stick. I'm going to go in with the Lazy Cosmetics contour stick. Y vamos a hacer como una U. Vamos a hacer como el número 3. We're going to do like the number 3. Right in here. Right in here. I tell you guys, when you guys don't know, do the number 3, el número 3. Acá abajo, y a mí la nariz la voy a hacer como hasta el medio, because esto es bien pigmentado. So poquito goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. All right? So voy a difuminar esto primero. I'm going to blend this out first. I'm going to use a regular foundation brush. Vamos a hacer una brochita de base. Y vamos a difuminar esto primero. Hey, I'm first time here from Nassau, Bahamas. Welcome from Bahamas. Hi, Jessica. Me, Jessie. How are you, my love? I was like, my Jessie's not on today. See, I came live. I didn't come live yesterday because literally I fell asleep, Jessie. Literally, I came home and I was so freaking tired. And I went to sleep probably like 4 o'clock. I went to sleep and I didn't wake up till like 12 o'clock. And then literally I couldn't go to sleep to like 3:30 in the morning. And then I was reading my new Bible. I think I told you, Jessica, estoy leyendo like the new Bible number 80, the Ethiopian Bible 88. And truly and honestly, like I read the Bible 3 times, right? Like the regular Bible. And I wanted to read this one because supposedly there's like 16 books that are different. I don't know if I missed it yet, because I mean, the thing is that I'm reading it, audiobooking it. So I didn't buy the physical book and it was $47. So I'm not even understanding. And I'm like feeling like I need to go buy the physical book. And then that's another $50. I'm like, damn, I should have just invested. Like, I think both of the versions was $80 or $70. So I think I'm gonna lose out of money because I feel like I'm not tracking it as good as I should be. Although I'm reading it on Audible. Maybe I need to open the app. But I don't feel like I'm learning anything different than what I've learned from the regular Bible so far. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel yet. I don't know how to feel about the Ethiopian Bible. Has anybody read it? Not that I want to talk about religion, because I don't care what you believe in or don't believe in. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. Yo estoy leyendo, para ustedes que no saben, estoy leyendo la Biblia Ethiopian. No sé si ustedes saben, no es que le estoy hablando de religión ni nada, porque ustedes pueden creer en lo que ustedes le den la gana, pero hay una Biblia supuestamente que salió nueva, que es una Biblia que tiene 16 libros que están perdidos en el mundo, que lo habían quitado de la Biblia normal. Y yo me puse a leerlo. Y ya creo que estoy por casi canciones. I'm right after Moses. I'm right after Moses went over, said the 10 commandments, and they're going into the new door. That's where I stopped last night at 3 in the morning, because I had to go to sleep. So I'm there, but I haven't learned anything new that I've learned from the real Bible. So I'm still trying to figure out where are these books that were like deleted from the Bible. Like I'm still trying to find them. So maybe I need to go into this encyclopedia or something, but that was my whole point. But I still wanted to read it from cover to cover. I don't want to like skip just to chapters I didn't read. No quiero ir como que solo a los libros que no leí, lo quiero otra vez como que leer de punta a punta. But I haven't seen anything super, super different yet. I haven't read anything super, super different. But I do feel like the Bible does explain things very, very easily that anybody can kind of like could read, you know what I'm saying? I do think like the way it's written is very, very easy to understand. Hey, I'm here from NASA. Hi, my love. OMG, that's a lot. Wow, that's... Yeah, like I haven't, like I'm the type of person. It's not that I'm gonna change my beliefs or anything like that, but I like to like read things and listen to different perspective of things and make my own judgment of whatever I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like nothing to be imposed on me, you know what I'm saying? So I really felt like it was really cool to see different deleted parts, aka deleted parts from the Bible, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's really cool to see like if there's 16 books that were deleted from the original Bible to hear what they have to say, you know? So I haven't found anything yet. Nothing cool for me to tell you guys. Or I don't even know if you guys want me to tell you if I find anything different or cool or whatever. But I feel like I want to. For my own knowledge. O sea, para mi propio conocimiento y whatever. Yo sí quiero seguir viendo y seguir leyendo y ver si hay algo diferente, si aprendo algo nuevo. If I take myself to a new dimension in life, I start floating on the clouds, you know? All right, I'm going to go in with the foundation. I'm going in with the True Match. Voy con la base True Match, and we're just going to go over the contour. So in case you're not good at contouring, but you want to start, this is a good way to kind of start it without feeling overwhelmed. Esto es una manera buena de comenzar sin sentirse como que súper cargado. Obviamente se me va a ver la piel un poquito más oscuro because that's the point. I am trying to look a little tanner, okay? Pero this is a way in case you messed up on the contour and you feel like you went too dark or you went too heavy, you can always go over it with your foundation. But don't worry, it's not going to look this dark because we're going to brighten in a second. Vamos a iluminar en un segundo, so no piensen que va a ser así de oscuro. La colgué de cotorra. So I did add the Lazy Cosmetic Body Glow to the foundation so it looks dewy and it doesn't look so dry, especially since we're in the winter, you guys. So you guys don't look dry on your skin and you guys continue to look like hydrated and moisturized face. Mira, mira, mira. All right, but right now I'm even. So si quieren un look más natural, algo super simple, this is more than enough. If you want something natural, something simple, but it's me and we're gonna be highlighted. So we're gonna go into that photo finish foundation like per usual, and we're gonna cover all the dark circles. It literally is one little tap y vamos a presionar. Un tapi tapi y vamos a presionar. Esta es mi cosa mágica. For that person who asked me about color covering your dark circles, this is my magic, you guys. And I'm going to go over my brow area because I like it all to look more highlighted, like a heart. A mí me gusta que se me vea iluminado como un corazoncito acá. Solo voy a iluminar hasta acá y vamos a ir arriba de las cejas. Si no le gustan tan iluminados, no tienen que irse arriba de las cejas. Mira como inmediatamente los ojos se me ven levantados, se me ven como si yo dormía anoche, que no dormí, porque me acosté a las 3 de la mañana. I did my makeup today and I went live for the first time in a long time. I mentioned you and sprayed. Ay, qué linda. Send me the thing. Well, you did it on TikTok. So if you did it on TikTok, then you can't tag me. But next time, tag me. I know, like, if it's early, sometimes I'm like, whatever. But always, like, you know, go on the bottom of the thing and send it to me. So I can try to join you. But I've been so lazy on lives, bro. For you, anything, my love. Those. But make sure you tag me. And if you did it on Instagram or whatever, tag me. And I'll post it, baby. You know, I could care less. I love to show you guys love. You guys support me, so I support you guys all the time. It makes me happy to support you guys. If my 2 cents can help you guys. I wrote another book. I've done so much stuff this week. Escribí otro libro. I already posted 3 chapters of the book. I'll probably by tomorrow. I mean, everything tells me like to post them today, but I want to post them tomorrow because I know I'm not going to write another book by the end of this week. So I'm going to post the end of the book by tomorrow. If you guys don't follow my book stories, I've written 4 books already. Yeah, with today's book, it's my 4th book, mini books that I've written. I'm not that smart, I'm not that bright, pero me encanta seguir moviendo la mente. Escribí 4 libros. Hoy publicé, I don't know how you say that, otro libro nuevo, y ya puse 3 capítulos en el libro, pero para ya mañana o al final de la semana voy a poner todo el libro completo. Si quieren seguir mi otra página, se llama Stories for You Are You, historias para ti son para ti. También hay, si van en mi página, aquí yo le puse como que like, I put the, if you guys go to my stories on, not on, oh, you guys are on YouTube. On YouTube, no. On YouTube, if you write me a comment, I'll write you the comment of the page because it's not on there. But it's on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. We have our YouTube channel too. It's called Stories for You Are You, if I'm not mistaken. You're beautiful. Thank you from Pennsylvania. Good job. It's my first time watching you. Thank you, my love. Hello, my friend. Hi, class. How are you? Adore it. That inspires me. And I've been wanting to write a book. Went to school for a professional writer. Oh my God, girl. I would have loved. I'm not, you know, my dyslexia and all that. I could never probably go to school for it, but I love to write like books. Like I've been writing, to be honest, I started writing my first book probably like in 2020 and I never finished it. It was like a relationship book, but it's because I'm too like psycho when it comes to like big books and like getting my whole point across. I'm very, 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 very like a psycho and I like to change it up and like to do a lot of details. So I'm really bad at like staying focused and I never finish it. So I never finished that book and I probably wrote like chapter to 7 and I don't even know what computer it is in, whatever it is. And then I started writing my book about 2 years ago. And this was like a mafia love story. And it's like a super detailed book, but it's like high tone book, you know, it's one of those exotic books or whatever. And I'm on like chapter 7 and I'm stuck because I don't know where I want to go in the book. I'm like stuck because I started moving from the main characters to the side characters and I wasn't focused. So I think writing the mini books, just something quick that doesn't have too much hardness to it, it's been easier because I'm just letting it go. Like I'm writing it in 10 chapters and that's it, and letting it go. And I'm not driving myself with details and stuff like that. So you got to figure out what works for you. And I think right now that's working for me. Like if I'm trying to go in there and trying to make it like super, super detailed, I get too involved and I start variating. So I can't stay focused on that. But the last 4 books that I've written, I've made it much easier. The first book, you would probably tell a difference between the first book that I wrote and the other 3 books that I wrote after that, because the first book has a lot more details than the other ones. The other ones, I made it so much more ChatGPT ready, you know? Much easier, like easy, condensed, and ready to go. Hooded eyes here. What do I do to make my eyes look bigger? Baby girl, it's gonna be hard for me to explain on how to make your eyes look bigger without actually seeing your eye. But I always tell you guys, I have hooded eyes as well. You see this has a hood over it. So I always like to go over the crease right here. Whatever main eyeshadow you're gonna put, always put it over whatever is your crease. And that's the only way that you're gonna get the biggest result that you can. That is the best result I can tell you without looking at your actual eye. Pero you gotta just find somebody on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, put hooded eyes, somebody has the most similar eye to yours, and continue to practice as much as possible. Because every eye is totally different. Every shape is totally different. Hola, mi vida. Perdonen que hablé mucho en inglés, perdonen. Pero sí, estaba hablando que yo me gusta escribir libros y yo me vuelvo loca mucho en mi propia mente y me vuelvo perfeccionista. Yo, primer libro en el 2000 que yo traté de escribir fue un libro de como relaciones y nunca lo terminé. Y entonces hace 2 años comencé a escribir un libro como de amor, de mafiosos, con un tono bien picante. Pero voy como que en capítulo 7 y nunca lo terminé. Pero en los últimos 3 semanas, 4 semanas he escrito 4 libros, pero súper chiquitos, rápido y conceptivo al punto y ya. Y lo estoy lanzando así porque para mí es más fácil enfocarme en eso que tratar de hacerlo súper largo, porque entonces me voy del tema y comienzo a hablar de otras cosas. O sea, me viro. You're so beautiful. Thank you, my love. I'm sealing. We're gonna contour and we're gonna keep this makeup super simple today. Básico for me. Basic for me. May not be for you, but for me it's basic. That's good. You have a sense. Something is better than nothing. Proud of you. I definitely read them. Well, they're audiobooks, baby. They're audiobooks. Like, I'm into audiobooks because, you know, I'm dyslexic. So for me, it's much easier to hear it than to try to process it. So the audiobooks, they're like videos with like audiobooks, you know? It's super, like, and they're like literally in 6 minutes, 8 minutes, each book, you know? It's just, I'm into reading books. Like, I literally read over 20 books a month. Like, I feel like it's a good distraction of the world. Like, I barely watch TV anymore. I watch like a show or a series or my podcasts, but like really TV, I barely watch it. Because I'm so into, like, I want to be into somebody else's fantasy. I don't want to be into the real world. The real world, it sucks. Yo siento que el mundo está vendido, el mundo está horrible. Prefiero irme en mis libros. Leo más de 20 libros seguramente al mes. Ya he parado un poquito, pero otra vez estoy leyendo todos mis libros. Like, right now I'm reading 2 books. And I'm super obsessed with them. One is a wolf book and the other one is... It's just a regular romance book. And I haven't really read regular romance books in a while because I hate, like, not that I hate real life romances, but I feel like if I'm reading like a wolf book and I'm like, oh, the wolf is like the mate, and I'm like, okay, this man will never cheat on her because like it's something beyond him, you know? Like, I don't want to hear all this, like, you know, this rich billionaire found the one woman that was like the love of his life and he can't be without her and he can't sleep with any other woman that's not her, you know? Like, I'm like, where does this happen, people? Where does this happen? I'm like, where are these billionaires that, you know? Or I'm watching like my Korean soap operas that it's like, they're like, oh, the guy pays $1 million to take her V card. And I'm like, where this $1 million to take a girl's V card? Does this really exist in real life? Like, where are these men that are paying? Like, a guy sleeps with you and you cry a little bit and you're like, oh, what am I gonna do with my life? And they give you a check for like $100,000. I'm like, where? I'm like, you're lucky if you find out his name and where he lives nowadays. I'm like, where are these billionaires that y'all be finding? And then, you know, obviously, like, and then these girls get pregnant off of the billionaire off a one night stand, and they've, you know, only slept with one woman, and they're having twins by like the richest man in the world. I'm like, where does this happen? I'm like, where does this happen, people? Where do you meet these billionaires that fall in love with you and can't sleep with any other woman in the world but you because of your smell and know that it's you, you know? Like, I'm like, where does this happen? Please let me know, where does this happen? Can you please tell us what products you use? Okay, guys want me to give you guys a rundown? Okay, so starting from front to bottom. Okay, so moisturizers. Ella me preguntó qué productos usé. So I'm going to do a quick rundown, okay? So the first thing I used was the Lazy Cosmetics moisturizer, our Holy Hydration, right? Then I use our collagen cream. You can use whatever moisturizers or whatever brand you want. I'm just telling you what I use and my brand, okay? Then I use the sunscreen. I use this one from Walmart. It's 100% sunscreen. I cannot leave my house without sunscreen. Obviously, it's late at night. I didn't need this, but I put this on anyways. This does not leave a white cast. At the beginning, you see it, but it goes right away and it doesn't give you any flashbacks. So this is one of my favorite sunblocks. And you guys, Eco from Walmart, okay? It's like $8 and it lasts me probably a year. And I used the cucumber cream, but I didn't use it because it's over there and I don't feel like moving. My feet are in water. All right, then I laminated my brows with the Lazy Cosmetics brow soap. And then I used today was brow powder. I use the color brown with the Lazy Cosmetics brow powder. Then I use 3 different eyeshadow palettes, so I'm not gonna go through that. Then contour stick, I use the Lazy Cosmetics contour stick in number 12. All of our products are on our website. Whatever drugstore foundations or anything else that I use, I'll let you know the name. But I use the Lazy Cosmetics one. This is in the color 12. Our products are lazycosmeticsfb.com. You can use my code Lucy10 for an extra 10% off. Everybody who does place an order today will get a free velour puff and a free pair of lashes with your order because I freaking love you. All right, so I use the contour, and you guys could rewind the video on YouTube or on Facebook, whatever you guys want. So if you guys missed any products, then I use the foundation. I use the True Match foundation from from L'Oreal. I use a True Match foundation and the color W8 was what I use all over my face. Then to highlight right here under my eyes is our Lazy Cosmetics Photo Finish foundation in the color Desert Sand. Then I use the Laura Mercier setting powder. I use the Lazy Cosmetics contour palette to contour my face and to make sure my face is all one color. And then what else did I use? Oh, the Lazy Cosmetics blush palette. So I use the chocolate for the blush, the chocolate right here to smoke out under my eyes. And then I use the highlighter, the pinky, right here as a highlighter. And then we're gonna spray our face with setting spray. We're gonna drench it. Vamos a mojar toda la carita para asegurarnos que todo, nada se vea polvoso and everything looks natural and nothing looks powdery or overdone. I'm not gonna do lashes today because literally I'm gonna go to bed. If I miss any products or you want to know something else, just let me know. I'm not going to put nothing on my lips because no me da la gana. Hoy no quiero ponerme nada. I could put on some gloss, some chapstick. Fantasyland. Right? The fantasy, like, I mean, I'm so used to watching them, girl. But it'd be so funny to me that I'm just like, where do these men exist? Where do these random men exist? These billionaires that only have eyes for you, that will never cheat on you. But I'm actually seeing some new ones that, you know, the guy's like a cheater, but obviously the bad guy. But then obviously they meet like the perfect guy. Oh, you guys, you know, I was meaning to like ask, since I have like a few women on here. I'm going to ask in English and Spanish, but I'm going to ask you guys, Jessie or whatever. I'm really puzzled in the world. Maybe I'm wrong. And you guys can be totally on a different platform as like mentality as me, and it's so fine, but how I don't fathom it. Alexa, turn off. I don't fathom is how a woman can like a man who's in love with somebody else. Like, to me, I think that's like the biggest nightmare in the entire world. Like, I could not find myself like the winner. You get what I'm saying? Like if I don't care how rich he is or how billionaire he is or how famous he is, like I could not fathom myself going after a man. Like, you know, I know how women sometimes are proud, like, oh, I stole your man, I stole your man. One thing is aka stealing a man from somebody, and a whole different thing is getting into a relationship when the man is in love with somebody else. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that to me would be like the worst life in the world, to be in a relationship, to be married, to give kids to a man who's in love with someone else. Like, I don't understand how that can mean happiness to you. Or women that are like, if he's not with me, he's not with anybody. Or a man that's like, if she's not with me, she can't be with nobody. Like, that to me is not happiness. Me as a person, like, I couldn't find myself being happy knowing that the person that supposedly I'm in love with, I'd rather like walk away from you and let you be happy or do whatever you got to do than to say, oh, I'm with the man, although he loves you. Like, why would I want to be with a man who doesn't love? Like, I don't know, it doesn't fathom in my mind. Like, it doesn't add up. I love this. It doesn't add up to me. Like, does it add up to somebody? Please, somebody tell me, like, what little bit of a sense is it? Like, I understand as a woman or as like an alpha woman, you feel like, damn, I took her man, or but one thing is taking the man and taking the love of the man with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand if you can take the man and he loves you and he's in love with you and he's no longer in love with his wife or the other woman, then that's fine. Then you made it happen and you got the man you wanted. I understand that. I can applaud that. I can assimilate that in my mind. What I cannot assimilate is that you know that this man is in love with this other woman and you're trying to get in the middle of this relationship and you're trying to make sure that he's yours always, you know, like these soap operas, you know, like the bad woman's trying to get him to be yours and separate him, and only if she dies he'll be mine. And I'm like, how? Even if she dies, even if you kill her and she's dead, how is it happiness that now he's gonna be with you just because she's dead? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just cannot fathom that in my mind. What would that equivalent as happiness to me? Yeah, I'm with you. I would not be the second choice. Yeah, the second choice to me isn't even like, it isn't even a second choice. It's like, I have to be with you. Like, I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've been married for 15 years and I literally love my husband. I feel like the scariest thing to me is to wake up one day and realize that he no longer loves me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he loves me. You know what I'm saying? And every time I can feel, maybe in these 15 years, like we're a little bit of separation, or he doesn't look at me with that same kind of love or passion, I'm finding some type of way in my mind to make sure that I know that he looks at me and he loves me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the feeling of knowing that my man loves me. You get what I'm saying? So I just don't know. No, it doesn't. It is not good. Like, I don't know. When I see these soap operas, or I see these my Korean things, and I see like all these bad people and they're just like trying to get in these people relationship. Like, I understand the innocence of like being young. I always assimilated in being young, but I know some old ass women try to do the same thing. But I understand feeling like, yo, I took your man. I get that I get that in real time. You hear what I'm saying? Like, yo entiendo cuando una mujer, o sea, para mis mujeres que hablan en español, perdóname si estoy hablando mucho en inglés. I had a girlfriend who worked in the weatherman was buying her everything, new expensive stuff. He was married. She was winning with him. No, and I totally get the fact that you could be the other woman. I could get that part, and that you're with a married man and he's giving you money and you're just taking him for his money. I get that. That's your personal problem. You can do that. I can applaud that for you. Being rational that you're with him because you're taking his money or he's giving you benefits, and knowing that he's not going to leave his wife or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you get him to leave his wife, I can understand that. What I cannot understand is knowing that the man is in love with someone else. You get what I'm saying? Like, in love with someone else, and you being his wife, or you're being like the woman that he's with, but he's literally in love with someone else. That to me is unfathomable, because you're not going to be happy in that relationship because you're the third wheel in your own relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like, what now, if you were able to steal the man and steal his love with him, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be the other woman and you're gonna get in the middle of that relationship, right? And you're going to take him and take his love with you because he no longer loves his wife because he's not happy or whatever it is in that relationship. And now he's your man. Hey, if that makes you happy and that was your decision, then go ahead. But the fact that you know that, let's say he's in love with his childhood sweetheart or whatever, and she's married to somebody else, or she's just there, but he's not going to be with her because his family wants him to marry you. because you're the perfect person for him, but he doesn't love you. I would hate to be that person because I know that the man that's with me doesn't love me. He doesn't want to sleep with me. He doesn't want to touch me. He doesn't want to kiss me. Like, I wouldn't want that type of relationship. I want a relationship that I feel loved in. You know what I mean? I don't see a ring. We're on my finger. You don't need to see a ring on my finger, baby. Just know that I've been married for 15 years. Don't worry about if I got a ring on this finger or not. Broken is a no-no. Look, I don't, mira, ustedes pueden romper la relación y yo para mí lo puedo entender, 100% puedo entender si tú logras robarle el marido a una persona. Ok, eso se lo respeto, o si tú quieres ser la amante de un hombre por tus beneficios, por dinero, por todo, y tú estás fríamente calculada sabiendo que tú estás con ese hombre por beneficio, mira, yo lo entiendo. Lo que yo no puedo entender son como que mis novelas coreanas o whatever, mis novelas turcas, cuando tú sabes que el hombre está enamorado de otra mujer y tú te quieres meter en el medio de esa relación para sentirte que ese hombre es tuyo porque ese hombre es mafioso o tiene poder o lo que sea. O sea, yo no veo la inteligencia de eso, porque yo no siento que tú vas a ser nunca feliz en esa relación, porque ese hombre está enamorado de otra. Una cosa, o cuando ellas piensan, ay, la voy a desvivir para que ese hombre esté para mí, solo si esa mujer se va a este mundo, él va a estar conmigo. O sea, para mí eres como plato de segunda mesa. Él nunca va a ser 100% feliz contigo porque siempre va a estar pensando en esa otra persona. Yo nunca voy a entender cómo una mujer quiere el hombre de otra mujer, ¿me entiendes? Ahora, si tú puedes desplazar a esa mujer y robarle el corazón a ese hombre, entonces yo lo entiendo. Mira, marica, go for it. Si tú llegaste al punto que tú le robaste el amor de ese hombre a esa mujer, pero si tú no le robaste el amor de ese hombre a esa mujer, o sea, yo no lo veo coherente en mi mente. We speak Spanish in America too. The same thing that I'm saying in English, I'm saying in Spanish. Oh, so he's cheating. No, I'm not saying that my husband's a cheater at all. My husband's not a cheater at all. What I'm saying, you're not understanding nothing that I'm saying in my thing. Has he cheated on you? Not that I know of. We've been together for 15 years and I've never cheated on my husband. He's never cheated on me. But I'm the type of person that's very rational and very intelligent, and I do not look where I don't need to find. I've never had anybody knocking on my door. I've never had nobody send me a DM, a picture, anything like that. So as long as I am happy, I will never be the one to look or trying to take my peace, okay? I like to live in peace and happiness. And as long as my man keeps me happy and in peace, and I know that in my heart that he makes me absolutely happy and amazing, I will never be looking for nothing that I have not lost. I am not extra toxic. I am not extra crazy. I do not go looking for what I have not lost. Sometimes the heart was what it wants, even though your head tells you to quit. I get that, but I can't rationalize it, because I understand. I totally understand. Like I said, I do understand the point that I could see a guy and say, oh my God, he's perfect. Let's say Drake. Let's say in hypothetical, oh my God, I'm in love with Drake. And for some reason, I can get to Drake, right? And I'm like, because Drake is famous, he's handsome, whatever, and I want to be with Drake. But I figure out that Drake is in love with Nicki, right? And I'm gonna get in that relationship, but he's telling me that he's in love with, he was with Rihanna. He's in love with Rihanna. Rihanna's the woman of his life, and he wants to be with her. But I'm me, and I'm gonna get in that relationship, and I'm gonna get in that relationship, and I'm gonna steal him from Rihanna. And I'm gonna steal him, and I'm gonna steal him, and then whatever, for some odd reason, I get to sleep with him or whatever. Okay, now he's mine. No, like but the next day he leaves me and he goes back to Rihanna. He tells me, no, he's in love with Rihanna. But I'm like, oh, but I'm pregnant. So now you have to be with me. And he's like, damn, I'm going to have to be responsible and be with you. But I really love Rihanna. You get what I'm saying? Like, I could not live with the fact that I have this man, but he doesn't love me. He's not crazy in love with me. Like, he wants to be with somebody else. He's still thinking about somebody else. You know, if he's sleeping with me, he's sleeping, thinking about, like, I don't think that that's happiness. Me being married for 15 years and knowing what it is to live in a peaceful relationship, in my mind at least, like, I feel like I have a very peaceful relationship. I'm not toxic. He's not extra toxic. We have great communication, you know what I'm saying? And I plan to grow old with my husband if God's willing, you know? So I could not fathom to think about waking up. Like, to me, it would be the worst thing in the world to wake up tomorrow and feel like my husband's not in love with me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be the worst thing to me. I like the marriage to grow apart, but having kids and making it harder to, I totally understand, but like I will always tell everybody, a marriage is something you have to work on. You cannot, I will never take anybody excuse when they say kids. Obviously now, if you're somebody who has 11 kids, 6 kids, then, you know, it is going to bigger toll. But if you made 6 kids, you're having a lot of intimate time. You know what I'm saying? But I don't find that excuse, because when you love somebody and you want to make sure that that relationship keeps connected, you're going to do everything possible to make sure that you're working on that relationship. You're not going to let it die. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Like I said, I've had a relationship for 15 years, you know, and we've never, ever, ever once taken a break. We've never been we've never separated. We've never nothing, but we do have a unique relationship. But, you have since you got married, do you look like the person he married? No, I do not look like the person that he married. I was obviously 70 pounds lighter. I wasn't sick. There was so many things different from me from now, and that he's been with me through illness, through ups and downs, to weight loss, weight gain. I've been a totally different person. But number one thing, he's always shown me that no matter in what level I am in life, he's always been in love with me, and he's loved me in every single way, that I'm still beautiful, that I'm still sexy, that I'm still everything in a box of chocolate. But I have never let myself go or try to let the romance go in my relationship. I've always find ways to go out on dates, to maintain. I've spoken to him every single day of my life in the last 15 years that I haven't spoken to my mom, my sister, my parents, anybody. I speak to my husband every single day of my life for the last 15 years. Not one single day in my entire life that I have not spoken to this man. And he is absolutely my best friend. And if in 10 years we're not longer together, I will never, ever misinterpret what we had. And I will always say it's the best, healthiest relationship I've ever had in my life. And I love him hopefully to the day I die. And he is not perfect, and by no means am I perfect, but it's always to continue to grow and to find different ways. You have to keep the romance alive. Like and you know, I'm a person that changes all the time. I wear red hair, green hair, whatever it is. I try to be everything that he needs me to be in all type of ways, shapes, or form, you know? I try to stay involved in things that he likes. But I'm literally, I feel like both of us try to reinvent yourselves. You know, every 5 years, I feel like the human being as itself, we reinvent ourselves. We like different things. We change. What I liked 15 years ago is not the same thing that I like now. The things that we used to do 15 years ago, we don't do now. But it's to continue to reinvent ourselves and meet halfway. You know, like he's into sports. I could care less about sports, but once the sport is there, I'm there playing the sport, screaming right next to him. If he wants to go to the club, I'm right there at the club with him, or whatever it is. I try to get involved in everything that he likes, and he does try to do the same thing that I do. He could care less about anything of makeup or hair, but if I need him to get involved and I need him to cut my hair, he's gonna do it just because it's gonna make me happy. You know what I'm saying? So we try to make sure that we don't lose that connection, and that's what a lot of people do. And I feel like you take each other for granted, and I don't think I do that. So I think that's maybe where I tell people that's the best thing. It's not about if you're always right or if he's always right, or oh, you're happy life, happy wife, whatever. No, I think the compromise is to find things that you guys are gonna keep being compatible in, because everything is going to change. Your physical is going to change. Your hair is going to change. You're going to get fatter, skinnier, whatever it may be. You know, you're going to change physically. But the person you fall in love with inside, if you fall in love with the person for the right reason and for what they have to offer inside, your relationship will always continue to grow. Men don't like it when you married one woman and get stuck with another one. I don't know what you mean. Men don't like it when you marry one woman and get stuck with another one. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. Like, what do you mean? You sold them a dream of who you were and then you changed along the way? Because it's unrealistic for you to think that the human being doesn't change as a person. You grow as a person. You get more money. You get more stable. You go ups and downs. You go broke. You gain money. You have higher moments in your life. So I'm not understanding what you mean by that. So if you can rephrase that, maybe I can understand what you mean by that. You picked a good one. Love that for you. Listen, we're not perfect, but I do feel like obviously, in another thing that for both of us, at least in my marriage, is both of our second marriages. So he was married first. He was married, I think, for the same 5 years, and I was married 5 years first. I didn't have any kids in my first marriage. He did, you know. So I knew exactly what I didn't want out of my next relationship. And he also came in knowing what he didn't want from a marriage and what he didn't want it to look like. And he figured out why his first marriage failed versus what he didn't want the second marriage to look like. And he didn't want the second marriage to fail. So we both came into this relationship knowing in a way pretty much what we wanted out of our relationship and what we wanted to work on going forward, you know? But like I said, neither one of us are perfect. But I do feel like we both are into the whole marriage idea of we want to be each other's forever. You get what I'm saying? And that's nowadays, I think that's hard. Most people nowadays get into a relationship or get into marriage like, let's see what happens. Let's go with the flow, you know? And I'm the type of person that I got into my marriage knowing that I want to marry somebody for forever. I don't want to hear the word divorce. I want the next person that I was going to marry and be with, that he was going to be my forever. So I went in a relationship thinking that until today, 15 years in, I still believe in I want to grow old with this person. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he's different from the man that I met 15 years ago, and we're different, and I accept him, and I'm happy with the growth that he has done, and I think he's happy with the growth that I have done. You know, we're not the same people. We're not teenagers anymore. We're not in our 20s anymore. So I don't want him to think like the 20-year-old him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the guy that I met at a club popping bottles, wasting $1,000 on drinks. I want the guy that's thinking right now of making my fireplace and remodeling our bathroom. That's the guy I want now in my 40s. I don't want the guy who thought about wasting, you know, $1,000 at a club. So that's why I mean, like, you're not going to marry, the same person I married is not the person I'm with, you know? And that's what I mean. You know, you're going to change. Your priorities are going to be different, you know? 15 years ago, he would have never been like, when I come home now, we're going to remodel the bathroom, you know? And go waste 10 grand on a brand new bathroom. You know, we would have been talking about how many clubs we're going to go to pop a bottle at, you know what I'm saying? So it's a totally different lifestyle. Yeah, no one is perfect, but you make it a good team. Yeah, no one is perfect. You have to take everybody's defects and everybody's default. You know, you're not perfect. So how do you expect somebody else to be? And that's, I think, the biggest disrespect we do to anybody. We expect them to be perfect when we're not perfect whatsoever. We have nothing in our body makes us 100% perfect, you know, but we expect the other person to be perfect. We just have to understand somebody who understands us for our defects and are able to make us want to be bigger and want us to be better, you know? You want somebody to be that is with you, who wants to edify you and wants you to be better. But it takes communication. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. And there's a lot of people who know how to listen, but they don't know how to run through what they're listening to. Anyways, love you guys. I heart you guys. Let me go record my other videos. I know I've been talking so much blah blah. I have to go record my chisme videos. If you guys want my to read the books, go to my friends, and then you guys will see it. I'll try to tag it. If you guys comment me, I'll tag you the other page. But it's called Stories for You Are You, if I'm not mistaken. But thank you guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up as well. Bye, you guys.